one ladybug out here, look like. If that's a ladybug, but I guess.
What do you mean?
So okra plants, you only just need water. Like you can just spray all that off with water, but I don't never see them like hurting the plant. All those little bugs everywhere. Really cool. So let a few get too long. So I guess I'll leave those for some more seed pods. I'm gonna get this one because it's like just to take it off. Oh yeah, so welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to the Grow Family Network. And today we're gonna come out and we're just harvesting our bush okra. It's been a few days, been doing some work inside the house, so I haven't really had time to come out in the garden. So you can see that they're actually a little, I guess this is like the cut up size. It's okay. Just the cut up size. So we're probably gonna go inside today and I'll get Bells to cook up these that are this size, the small ones. And then the bigger ones, we'll just chop those up and probably put them in the freezer for wintertime. Yeah.
Gumbo.
Yes. Louisiana gumbo.
Zion, don't go in there, baby. Come here.
You can't go inside, Z. Just stay on the outside, okay?
Come over here.
So this is the bush okra. Hasn't really started bushing out much yet. Starting to see a few little branches coming out here and there.
That doesn't look like the
this
bush
one.
okra.
This one is. So they're packed close together. So this is the bush coming out, right? This is the arm starting to come out at the bottom. But these are already doing it. So I'll show you that as I move on to get to this okra plant. Still more. Once it starts to get like this, you can see like within a few days, it's already
Open up.
dried out, opened up, and the seeds are ready for planting already. So we're gonna let some of those keep going. Bring me the bucket down here. So we got a few that's down here that's it's just gone too long. The good thing about the bush okra plant is as the plant rises and starts to get tall, for a person like me, it's not, hold on, put that back in there. Put that back in there, bring me the bucket. For a person like me that's kind of tall, it's not too bad, right? So it's going up, so I can actually get up here, always wear longer sleeves. But I'm just doing this, it's early in the morning. I can get up here and get these off fairly easily. They'll break off too. I just like to cut mine.
This is ready too.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
if you like Ari or Zion or Beverly and you're a little shorter, well, that's the good thing about the bushing effect, because now it's starting to put off these, like, it's kind of like new okra plants, so it's starting to bush out.
This is light open it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you can come right here and you can actually, after they all really bush out, you can actually
cut it.
harvest from a lower height. Then with your longhorn okra, it's just gonna keep going up, and then it's kind of not as ideal to harvest as these. You'll start being able to harvest from the lower levels. Once again, you can see them coming out here, on that side. You got some bushing coming out, and these are planted a little close together. Same thing like this one behind Beverly. You'll see it starting to bush out here and here. That's 2 in 1 spot.
Right here.
Let me get it so I can stop doing from talking to me. There you go. Put in the bucket. All right, so what we did this year, different from last year, was we planted more in one hole, and that caused it to, I would say, bush a little bit slower. Yeah, I'll come get it. Hold on. So some of these I'm gonna just take off, but some I'm gonna leave. And you can look at, how do you know if it's kind of getting too too hard. One thing what we do out here, since people make a lot of gumbo, so it's going to be cooked a long time, you can get them a little bit harder. But you can see these are still a little soft. But
check it. Like the one thing, the tip is
little soft. But these you can actually see the color starting to go in them. They're starting to dry out. So after you get to that stage, you can leave them because, like I say, after a while, they're gonna go from, you can see it's starting to get a little bit of color in it here. Same thing over here, getting this color. Here it's getting a little darker. And then you come out within 2 days, it's like this. But it still will be closed up. Go ahead on and take it off. Because if not, it'll go like this.
you're gonna have another okra plant.
It'll start to open up on you. And when you come out, you'll think something and went in there and ate them all out. But really it's the plant trying to drop the seeds out, which is good for, don't put them all in the bucket, mama. But if you got like a family of 2, you don't have to be a okra farmer to grow enough okra for yourself and your family. We got maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planting holes, and we got way more than enough than we need. Our freezer is actually filling up. We had a good season of tomatoes, so we got a lot of tomatoes in the freezer. And so now, excuse me, I'm just taking that one just because. You don't have to let a lot of them go to seed too. If you're not like us, we kind of offer our seeds for sale sometimes at the end of the season. So we kind of got, in order to be able to have enough, we got to let more go to seed. But for you, I would say if you had 2 pods of this is all like a home gardener would need to be able to have enough for the plant, way more than what you need for next year. So you don't have to let a lot go to seed if you don't want to. Let me get up here and get one more seed. Break it down. Might plant a little bit more next year. As we are starting to finish up things on the house a little bit, where we'll have more time. The reason why we don't do as much as the next person probably would is because we have to maintain it. So we have to plant just what we can maintain and still be able to watch the kids, go to work, do all of that stuff. So if I went out here and planted 5 or 6 rows of this, I couldn't maintain it. So it would kind of be more of a waste. Don't put that in there, man. It would kind of be more of a waste. What I want to do is, I've shown y'all the bush okra. What we're going to do is I'm going to get Beth to pause it, and we're going to go to the back of the house where our just straight longhorn okra are, and I'll show you all the difference between those and these. So give us a second, we'll be right back. So we're over here. We tried something this year where we grew the bush okra in the ground, and we actually bought our like straight longhorn okra. It's supposed to be longhorn okra. They all look the same, so it's hard. I hope we didn't mix them up. But for now, everything's looking like it's standing straight. I don't see any little side shoots coming out really. So this is supposedly our longhorn okra that's growing in our raised bed. No real difference in taste profile to me. I remember the first year we started growing the bush okra, to me it seemed like it tasted a little bit different. But now it doesn't, I don't know. They all taste the same to me now. I wouldn't harvest these at the same time if I was harvesting seeds, but I'm not gonna get any seed pods, so we're just cooking all that up so I can harvest them together. When you're harvesting the seed pods, you can't harvest them at the same time. You gotta harvest different days. That way you can make sure to separate them. Because what happened, I think when we started actually planting the bush okra, it was a mistake. that we got some seeds from my mom's house. So this is your longhorn okra. You can actually get more in one spot. With the bush okra, it wouldn't do so well if you planted this many in one spot, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 planting holes with about 2 to 3 seeds each hole. So that's about 30 plants, I would say, easily, that we have on just the left side or just on one side of this 8 by 10 raised bed. I think it's a little bit longer than 8. I think it's like 10 by, I said 8 by 10. It's a 10 by 5 bed, I believe it is. So just going in. And all of them are always full of ants. These flowers, for some reason, if you look in, these flowers just, I don't know, whatever they're getting off them. I'm thinking these flowers, these petals probably are edible.
Or sweet.
I'm sure. They gotta have some kind of sugar content in them if these ants like love them like crazy. So these are young. We planted these after we planted our bush okra seeds because Bells found these because I thought we didn't have any more. So she found these and actually came out and planted these. Where we had our corn was supposed to be coming up, but no corn came up. So actually it's turned out well for us.
Hello.
Huh? Hey. So it turned out well for us. We gotta get ready for this fall season. Got some beans also too. If you look at that, probably need to fertilize it a little bit more.
Oh, look at that one.
This is our
Good.
little purple bean trellis that we tried. Just was trying something. I think with the fall coming, they're gonna start producing a little bit more. Haven't produced much at all, but it's been so hot. And I know most of your beans are kind of like cool weather crops, so they're like barely making it into the fall. Hopefully when the fall comes, they'll be really, 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 really ready. So, but that's it for today's video. I just wanted you to see the difference between your bush okra and just your straight traditional longhorn okra. You can actually get more planted in, but like I said, the only thing about these is as they grow taller and taller and taller, it gets harder to harvest. But with the bush okra, they start sending off those little lower limbs once again. So that makes all the difference between the longhorn and the bush okra. So thank you all for watching the Grow Family Network. And
Go, peace.
like they said, love you. We out. Peace.